Over to Manchester City, The Athletic is reporting both parties are intending to appeal this APT verdict that's coming down. Is that possible? I've never heard of something quite like that.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're right. It's unusual, and in theory it could be, but this is exactly what we were hoping wouldn't happen. Is that this gets dragged out again for another leg of discussion and damaging the Premier League and damaging City and the whole thing. You really would hope that these highly paid KCs would get together and find some way to try and put this to bed. But of course, they're getting paid. What is it, £5,000, £10,000 an hour almost? So why would they want to do that? It's a whole fee strategy in terms of dragging things out. But certainly this should be resolved now. If there is an appeal, in theory, like the Premier League are saying, we're not happy with the panel that we put in place. I don't know how that could really be the Premier League appealing their own panel, which is strange. But they may question the panel, I suppose, in some way about the decisions they come to. City can certainly appeal, but this again, it's just never good when you've got the Premier League fighting with one of their shareholders in such a vicious way in the open. And then when this decision gets actually released and we see the written discussions behind it, and if both parties are unhappy, then there's got to be some sort of mediation and resolution to this, because it just can't go on like this. It's just becoming so damaging.
And how long would an appeal process like this potentially take? I mean, people have been wanting to hear the result of this for a while. It looks like we're not getting an answer for, maybe another 6 months. Then we have an appeal. When will we actually be able to, rid ourselves of this?
Well, we should be able to see the written findings from the Commission, but then if there is an appeal on that, then that could take another 3 or 4 months. So, as I say, this just drags on and on. So it'll probably be coming out, Man City will probably be coming out sometime after the new Oasis tour is finished, which was just announced this morning. So it'll probably take that long before we get to a decision, if we count it in Oasis days.
For sure. And Pep Guardiola actually has said he's happy this trial will happen. He's ready for it to start. Does this mean like Man City might dodge any potential punishment? Does that feel like Pep knows a little bit more than the rest of us?
No, I think he's just like all of us. He's just fed up with it. He's a football guy. He wants to be concerned about what's happening on the pitch. He's fed up with the distractions. I'm sure he's fed up hearing it. He's fed up being asked questions about it, and he wants it over as well. I'm sure that's what it is.